Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tradition's Going Vertical podcast. My name's Mike Greenlay. My co-host is Erik Hendrikson. And today we would like to discuss, I guess, a new flagship, if you want to call it that. It's called Tradition Financial Alliance. It's certainly not a new idea, and it certainly isn't a group of new companies. So, Erik, why don't you take that that definition and see how you can describe the Tradition Financial Alliance.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Tradition Financial Alliance, what is it? It is simply the financial-focused companies inside of the Tradition family of companies. So many times people will come to me and they just know, okay, over at Tradition, you deal in kind of all things financial. And they'll come to me and they'll expect me to kind of find a home for a solution for their need amongst the various companies. And I thought, okay, what's kind of a catchy phrase that kind of refers to this group of companies that provide various needs in financial products and services. So I kind of came up with Tradition Financial Alliance, because really, what is an alliance? You know, basically it's a group that forms and works together for the greater good. So, and that's really what we do on the financial side here at Tradition. So when you come in with a need, you can rest assured that if it's not the right fit in one particular company, we're going to work with the other group of entities to really find that perfect fit and solution for you.
And the focus that you've had so far on it is connected solutions. It's because when there's a relationship between companies, as there are in the Tradition Financial Alliance, it seems to streamline. There seems to be some sort of synergy or some sort of ease of business that is created by doing that, and that's why it's, like you said, it's an alliance. But it's about the ease of solutions that are created because of the relationships that are already there.
Oh, exactly. And the word that I like to use is trust. There is a strong trust. Again, if you're going to form an alliance with somebody, that means you trust them, and that you're going to help them and they're going to help you. And that's what we've developed between these companies. The beauty is each financial company inside the Tradition family is independently owned and operated, meaning that they live and breathe that particular industry. So whether that's Tradition Mortgage, like my company, or Tradition Capital Bank, or Tradition Wealth Management, or Esquire Title, or Custom Home Builders Title, now known as CHB Title, each company takes a tremendous amount of pride in what they do and the customers they serve. So this isn't just kind of some personality, lacking kind of subsidiary companies of some big mothership. Each of these entities has grown over time and developed a very strong niche and reputation in their respective industries. And working together as a group, we can really be the best of both worlds for clients. We have that strong independent flair, but also we can work together with tremendous trust to really solve problems on a complex level for our clients.
Let's discuss briefly, let's discuss the companies themselves. And obviously, Tradition Mortgage, we know well. We know what they do. We know how well they do it. Same with Tradition Capital Bank. Same with Tradition Wealth Management. And by extension, the same with Esquire Title. And you mentioned a new partnership with CHB. But there's other companies as well attached, and other companies that are part of the mix. So why don't you go through a few of the other ones and kind of describe, their unique nature, because those are, like I said, the ones that we know of, they continue to do things well and they continue to do things that are connected. But we also have, there are also some other little pieces of the puzzle too.
Sure, call those the unsung heroes. But yeah, I mean the big ones that have been around for a long time. Tradition Mortgage, formed back way in 1998, has grown to be the largest independent mortgage banker here in Minnesota. And you have Tradition Capital Bank, formed in 2005, that has grown to become one of the largest state chartered banks in the state as well too. Tradition Wealth Management has been around since 2004. They're one of the largest asset management financial planning companies privately held in the state. You see those financial entities out there quite a bit. The title companies, they don't get as much exposure, but they perform, very valuable services related to real estate transactions that go on. And Esquire is one of the largest title companies. Actually, it writes on behalf of First American Title. That's the actual insurer. And Esquire is the largest First American agent in the state of Minnesota. So just right there, tremendous amount of volume in transactions and does a great job. CHB Title. Long been really seen as the premier title company that handles new construction and land development transactions, and has now really grown into serving commercial real estate title. So, industrial buildings, commercial buildings, those areas. So, really, those are kind of the main pegs. But one that we've created in the last few years that really doesn't get a lot of notoriety, but really has been a great value added specifically for Tradition Mortgage clients, is a company called Tradition Lending Solutions. And what Tradition Lending Solutions is, it's technically a Minnesota industrial loan and thrift company, which is just basically a private finance company. But what it does, it provides short-term real estate bridge loans to customers that are buying homes. So in this seller's market, closings have to happen very, very quickly, and a lot of times a client is approved non-contingent, but a lot of their down payment funds will be coming from the sale of an existing house. But due to the necessity of short closing timelines, their existing home is not under contract, or maybe is under contract, but just that closing can't happen fast enough to basically get those funds liquid for a client. So if we've underwritten and approved somebody non-contingent to buy a house and they're using Tradition Mortgage for their purchase money financing, we've created this entity that will also provide them in many cases with just seamless bridge loan financing. We've already underwritten the file. We have all the information. We don't have to ask the client for any additional data. We have it all right there, push of the button, very, very simple. Clients love it for those situations where you do need a short-term bridge loan. If you're just going off to a third-party bank, they're not going to be real excited to do all the underwriting and issue a 2-week loan or a 1-month loan, or they're going to want to get a larger fee for their time, which is justifiable. But for us, we're already doing our primary business with their purchase money mortgage, so therefore we don't have to try to hit a home run income-wise on the bridge loan. So again, just a really nice value-added piece inside of the Tradition Financial Alliance that can really make life easy. And then on the charitable side, we have the Tradition Family Foundation, which I would include in the Tradition Financial side of the empire, which we donate money into every year, and we do a lot of different charitable activities and donations through that because we believe in paying it forward, and we've been blessed with support from the communities and success. And I think it's our obligation to reinvest back into the communities. And then one really new item that we've kind of created, it's a Tradition Financial Education, which isn't necessarily an entity per se, but it's more of an initiative that we have that we're really going to be focused on providing just kind of that grassroots, just initial financial education for people, giving them kind of the ABCs of whether that be budgeting or money management or qualifying for a house, but really taking an extra step to try to educate the community to put everybody in a little bit better financial position.
And of course, you can access Tradition Financial Alliance through social media, both LinkedIn and Instagram. You just look up Tradition Financial Alliance, and you will find our platforms there. And of course, for Facebook and Twitter, you can go to @TradFin Alliance, TRADFIN Alliance, all one word. So jump on there and take a look, because it really is about being seamless and about another word that we like to use is a synergy. I mean, because there's something to be said about yes, there's connections, but it's the ease of how you can literally walk down the hall and talk to someone very easily from the bank or wealth management or any of these other entities, and the relationship's already there. So there's a synergy. There's something magical about connecting these companies.
Exactly. Again, the key word alliance there. We work together. All these companies were formed with the same idea in mind, and that's better serving the client and kind of vertically integrating to be able to serve greater needs. Really a one-stop shop to really cover all your financial services. So we do try to keep our locations bundled, if you will. So if you come into Edina, you're going to see all the companies are right there. But really, if you have one primary point of contact with any of the companies, they'll make the appropriate introductions to any of the other arms of Tradition to really service you. So again, they can act individually as independent companies, and we can come together and really act as one superstore for your financial services. So to me, it's been just amazing to see each company continue to grow and evolve and succeed. But you put us together, and the collective results that have come from these companies over the last, close to 25 years now, it's really amazing, and I'm honored to be part of it, and I'm super excited for the future. Great things ahead.
Well, once again, not necessarily brand new companies, but just a new way of looking at it, especially for people who aren't familiar with all of them. It's a great way to look at the way that they interact, because the trust is already there, the connections are already there, the companies have been there for a long time and been successful, but definitely just a new way of looking at it.
Correct. I mean, as part of the greater Tradition family of companies, there's a lot of companies in a very large number that are centered around real estate, land development, home building, excavating companies, the golf courses. There can be so many, a little bit maybe gets lost as far as, okay, what are the particular niches? So really the Tradition Financial Alliance is just kind of focusing on those, again, financial related companies, just identifying to people, hey, you can come here, and this alliance of companies, again, independently owned and operated, but working together seamlessly, tremendous familiarity with each other. Really all of your, can act just like any of the big money center banks. I mean, we have all of the access to the different products and services. So again, we'll be honored to really serve your needs.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Erik, for your time. And again, you can follow us at Tradition Financial Alliance. You can find us on the bigger platforms of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and please give us a look, and you'll find that it's already familiar to you. So, Erik, thanks again for your time, and we'll get back with you guys again very soon.